Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing about the abstract classes solution for the Python assessment held on May 19th. The first question is about events. Pratap, the event organizer, was selected to organize an event on the occasion of Dussehra festival. Pratap was very happy that he had got such a big opportunity and was very excited to conduct it. But he had the idea of consequences he would face during the event. So he notes down all the points that require everyday calculation, and according to that, he starts writing a code to run his event smoothly. Being a student of computer science and engineering, he starts writing code. Let's help Pratap to complete his code. Write a program as per the requirement of Pratap. So we have to create a class called event, which is an abstract class. So abstract class is a class that cannot be instantiated, which means you cannot create an object for an abstract class, and it has the following abstract methods: calculate total spend, calculate total revenue, and profit or loss. Next, we have to create another class called exhibition, which inherits the event class, and it has 4 attributes: number of stalls, cost per stall, number of entries, and cost per entry. Then we have to use the constructor to initialize the variables, and since we have extended or inherited the event class, we should override all the abstract method present inside them. So that's why we have the total spend, total revenue, and profit or loss. So here we'll be implementing that abstract methods. And we also have a fourth method called display to display the details. Then we will create another class called stage event, which also extends the event class. It also has 4 attributes: number of events, cost per event, number of entries, and cost per entry. We have to initialize those variables using the constructor and also override the abstract methods present inside that class. Then we also have a display method that will print the details, and based on the user, he will have 2 types of events. One is exhibition and other is a stage event. So based on that, you have to create object for that particular class and invoke the methods that are present. So this is the sample input. So sample input, first line consists of number of test cases, and the second line consists of n values. So here three test cases are there. First case is a stage event, and those are the 4 attributes. Similarly, the next one is exhibition, and these are the 4 attributes, and the third one is also an exhibition, 4 attributes. And in sample output, you have to display the event name and the total spent and revenue. Now let us dive into the solution. So we have to create a class called event, and since event is an abstract class, we have to inherit it from the ABC class. So ABC stands for abstract base class. So we have to inherit the event class from abstract base class. That makes this event class an abstract class, and all the other methods are abstract methods. So we have to use the decorator at abstract method. Since they are not going to be implemented here, it should be prefixed with at abstract method to denote that it is an abstract method. So that is why we have 3 abstract methods here, and since we are not going to implement anything, I'm just adding a pass. Then we have to create a class called exhibition, which extends the event class, which is the abstract class declared above. Then we have to initialize the variables. So 4 variables we have: so number of stalls, cost, number of entries, and cost per entry. Then we have to override these 3 abstract methods. So first abstract method is calculating the total spent. So total spent will be the number of stalls into the cost per stall. So we have to multiply this. Similarly, total revenue will be number of entries into cost per entry. And profit or loss based on the revenue and amount spent. If the total amount spent is greater than that of revenue, which means it is a loss. If it is less, then it is a profit. If it is equal, then it is no profit, no loss. And display, we have to display the type of event, so that will be read from the user itself, and we have to display the total amount spent followed by the total revenue. So that is why in the display method I've just used, and it is an integer. Since the sample output there is no decimal value, so you have to convert it into an integer. And similarly, you have to implement the stage event class with all the 4 attributes, and you have to override the total spend, total revenue, and profit or loss methods, which are abstract. and in the display method again you have to print the same total spent and the total revenue. So we have implemented all the three classes. Now coming to the input, the first line consists of number of values, so it is n. Then first is the event name, so I'm getting the event name directly. So if the event is exhibition, then you have to create an object for exhibition followed by all the four values. Then we have to print the event. So if you take a look at the sample output, the event name is getting printed first, so that is why I have used this print statement. So print the event, and end I'm using a space because the sample output, it is separated by a space, so that is why I'm giving a space there. Then finally we have to display that details of the exhibition, so exhibition dot display. Else if the event is an exhibition, if the event is not an exhibition, it will be a stage event. So you have to create an object for stage event and print that event followed by invoking the display method. So it is very simple. Now let us run this program and check. So I'm going to run this program. I'm going to copy the sample input. So I'm going to copy all the sample inputs. I'm going to open my console. I'm going to paste the values. So there I'm getting the output: stage event, exhibition and exhibition. Stage event, exhibition and exhibition. Right. So that's how you have to implement abstract classes and abstract methods. Now let us take a look at the second problem. So the second problem was about basic abstraction. So you are given a problem of abstraction in which there are three types of stalls, and one of the stall is chosen. Then the details of the respective stall are collected from the user and supposed to display the details. So we have to create an abstract stall class, and based on the method we have to have a display method which is an abstract method. Then we have to create another class called stall which extends abstract stall, and it has four attributes: name, details, cost and owner name. Similarly we have executive stall which has name, details, cost, owner name and number of TV set. Then we have premium stall which has name, details, cost, owner name and number of projector. So if you take a look at the classes, these two classes, they have common attributes which are common in the stall class, so they must be children of this stall class. Now we have to override all the abstract methods. So we have a display method that should be overridden, and this is the sample input. So sample input consists of based on the type of stall. If the type is 2, then it is an executive stall. If the type is 3, it is a premium stall. If the type is 1, it is just a stall. So this is the input. Now let us dive into the solution. So we have to create a class called abstract stall class that is that extends ABC, which is an abstract base class. Then you have to create an abstract method which is the display method. And next we have to create a class called abstract stall which extends we have to create a class stall that extends the abstract stall class, and we have the constructor to initialize the variables and display method to display all the attributes. Then we have to create executive stall class which extends the stall class. Then we have the constructor. So since I'm extending it from stall, I'm invoking the super method. So this, in the previous discussion we have already discussed about the super method. So super dot init, I'm invoking the parent class constructor or the super class constructor. Then finally I am defining the attributes here. Then I'm displaying super dot display, so that will display the name, details, cost and owner name which are all common. Then finally it will display the TV details. Similarly for premium stall, it is extending stall class. Then you have the super method to assign the values of name, details, cost and owner name. Then finally the number of projector. So we have the display method. So in the display method again I'm invoking the supers display. So supers display, it will display the stall name, details, cost and owner name. and followed by the projector. Here I'm reading the input, so based on the input I'm reading the stall type. If the stall type is 2, then it is an executive stall, so you have to create an object of executive stall, else it is a premium stall. Then we have to display the details. Now let us check the output for this class. So I'm going to copy the sample input. So this is the sample input. So I'm going to just copy these two values and I'm going to give 2. So 2, which is the number of test cases, followed by the values. So 1 is 2 and 1 is 3, so I'm getting the output. So first is, since it is the type is 2, it is an executive stall, so we have TV, and here the type is 3, so it is a premium stall, so we have the projector. So I believe we have understood the solutions for these two problems. Thank you.